Go plug my phone in. If you detach in real life, it happens that quickly. Your phone just died. Guess what? You can die too. That's how quickly it happens. Boom. When someone is killing someone, boom. When you die, boom. Suicide, boom. Like, these are all concepts of like, it happens in a moment, the moment it happens. And so again, explaining all these concepts derive from that initial set point of, hey, what do I want to solve? I don't know, people killing themselves, like veterans, like people who I know who killed themselves, people who I know who died. Jonathan Penny. I didn't even know him. He was just an Army Ranger medic, and I just know that motherfucker was cool as shit. I was graduating high school in 2010, but I wear his bracelet every day because I took his place. Jonathan died. I took his place because Jonathan wasn't there anymore. So you're damn right I wear his fucking bracelet and say, listen, this man was leading the fucking charge of life. Guess who's next? The fucking Army Ranger medic who takes over. And if you don't volunteer and you don't set your mind to take over, guess what? No one does. No one does volunteer to fix any fucking thing that they don't want to fix. So if you don't intentionally volunteer to fix anything, you're not a fixer. If you don't intentionally decide to build something, nothing gets built. Volunteering is setting a mind to something, a goal, and then going and getting it, going and achieving it. No matter what the cost, no matter what you have to do, that's what you develop in the military. And as a Ranger, of like, a lot of people don't want to pay a damn penny. They don't want to get off their fat ass, and they don't want to fucking do anything with their life. I get it. Listen, you should rest, but important shit, like stopping people from fucking offing themselves, that's about the most important thing I could ever think of. Like, so again, in the middle of a divorce, I decided, hey, here's a little bit of freedom in my own life where I was in the military, didn't have freedom, and I was sacrificing for others' freedom. And then I was in a marriage and I sacrificed for her freedom. And then I was an ICU nurse. And so you sacrifice for your patient's freedom and like their care. So again, I read one of my buddy's books and it was so good. He was an Army Ranger medic, and it was service, sacrifice, and salvation. Look at that. When you serve and you sacrifice and you're saved, man, powerful combination. Service, sacrifice, salvation. Again, if you do the right thing through service and through sacrifice, it's almost like you're walking as Jesus would in the flesh. Of you came onto this earth, you were born into the flesh, doesn't matter where or when, you're who you are. So you can get caught up reading about Jesus, which I read the Bible, I love it. But you can also learn the lesson from the book, learn the lesson from the lesson, learn the lesson from the teacher, the man above. Learn the lesson from God. That's what the Bible's here for. You're supposed to learn the lesson. That's why he put it in a textbook. He's speaking a language to you in all kinds of different ways. The sunlight, that's a language. That's God. Everything's God. If you tell yourself that and you set it into your mind, guess what? You find him everywhere. You find him everywhere. So again, I just had a hell of a day. I drove 5 hours to Vegas to meet someone who I really wanted to meet, got met by cops and drones, and got turned around. Well, I turned myself around, to be honest. I turned myself around because I already knew what was going to happen, because I can plan ahead. I already knew what was going to happen, so I drove home to Gilbert and went to sleep. After I cleaned up, I made a mess. I made a mess, which is why the cops got called. I'll take responsibility for that. I made an art scene, and it was intentional. So again, it's cleaned up because I drove home to clean it up, because you can ask the officers. I said, yeah, I know why you guys are here. That's why I'm still here. I know why you guys are here. You know why I'm here. We know, listen, oh, nice. And we shook hands, we laughed about it. Like, yeah, I know why you guys are here. And they're like, you do? And I'm like, of course I know why you're here. And they're like, did you see us pull up? I said, of course I saw you pull up. Do you know who I am? And they're like, yeah, that's why we're all here. And it's like, yeah, I know, we see each other. I already knew you guys pulled up. And I said, yep, they're here for me. That's what happens when you're an Army Ranger. And like, most people don't understand that, of like, everyone's so caught up in, oh, Navy SEALs and CIA and stuff like that. And like, Army Rangers are quiet professionals. We shut the fuck up and go to fucking war. You learn a lot and you shut the fuck up about it. And you don't go and write books and you don't tell a whole lot. And that's one of the problems. Is I was reading my buddy's book and he said God told him that he needs to speak the truth, his truth, out loud. Ranger Regiment would tell you to shut the fuck up and go back to work. God, when I got saved, said, you don't work for Ranger Regiment anymore. You were a Ranger. Guess what? You are now. Servant to God. Well, if you're someone's servant, you better fucking serve, or else you're going to get replaced. Well, I don't want to get replaced by God because I like him. And when you walk in that alignment with thought and you set it in your mind, that's your anchor of I'm following God no matter what. God is my answer. And you find God everywhere, then you can make a lot of choices and you can see a lot of things as far as like, that doesn't align with what I want to go. That like, I used to be an alcoholic. And I used to do it to like numb my pain of like trauma in my childhood. I started when I was 14 of like, I had a fucked up childhood and I started drinking because there was someone's dad who said, hey, come over here and I'll start drinking. What I found out later in life is like, we were 14 and there was an adult serving us alcohol. That's what got me started. And so it's like, I became an addict because some adult was a piece of shit and he wanted to hang out with high school girls at 14. Ooh, rough. The thing is like, I don't even care enough to judge him anymore of like, he's fucked up. He's got his own shit going on. He's like his third fucking divorce now, fourth divorce. He's always got girls in and out of the house. He's just like a fucking man whore. And he still is a man whore. I knew him at 14, still a man whore. Guess what? His kid, man whore. He's married. Sure, that's been fantastic. Unless he's broken the pattern, which again, he could, but the man I knew when I knew him was not that man. And so again, if someone breaks a pattern, you pat him on the back and say, fucking congratulations. If someone's an addict, you say, fucking thank God you broke that. If someone's a man whore and they don't want to be, pat him on the fucking back and say, oh, you got married and started having babies and like, good fucking job, dude. You were a dog back in the day. That's how men talk to each other of like, real men of like, I got the fuck over what happened in the past and I made something of myself. I've been a real man for a long fucking time because I was a real man taking care of my mom as a little kid. Me and my brother were real men. We had to start early. That's fucking childhood trauma when you have to start early. Guess who has to start early? Most people. Most people are fucked up in one way or another. Guess what? It's every person. Every person is fucked up one way or another. So stop being so fucking judgmental. Start looking in the right direction instead of looking at everyone else. Pay attention to your fucking self. Take responsibility for yourself. Take accountability for your actions. And stop trying to fucking blame everyone else for all your bullshit. Guess what? Life is actually really fun. And you get a lot done because you don't make excuses. If you're not in alignment with yourself, then you have to make excuses because otherwise you are being a lazy piece of shit, or you are fucking ignoring what you should be doing, or you are fucking ugly and don't take care of yourself. Like, I'm just kidding. No one's ugly. Fucking idiots. That one was funny. See, I could throw jokes in there too. I'll throw some jokes in there. That's okay. But anyway, I feel like I need to start recording more videos like this, so I'm going to start making some YouTube videos because my fucking TikTok flopped because no one knows who the fuck I am and no one knows the discussions that I have with myself in my head. So I'm taking a nursing contract job. I'm going to start a YouTube channel, do a lot of other things as well. I'm going to get back on TikTok, but I just have to start somewhere and fresh where it's like people's impression of me is full video. And it's like I started to do TikTok live, and so I'll do some TikTok lives and I'll do some YouTube channel and I'll do some freaking nursing work and I'll do everything that I already do, which is like a fucking 1,000 things a day. And a lot of people don't understand that, and they think I'm chaotic and they think I'm a freak show and they think I'm a freaking PTSD out, I got a scar on my face. Like, people just look at me and they're like, that's some mean ass fucking dude. He's got scars on his face. I hit a doorway when I was a kid. That was in Savannah, Georgia. None of it, like, fucking idiots. See, it's funny. I'm not gonna fucking punch a phone. Idiots. Like, I say this shit on camera, on TikTok, and people are like, oh my God, he's so mean. And I'm like, behind the camera, like, so I'm gonna start doing skits and then recording my reactions because people don't understand. So I'm just gonna do running long videos, like this is 9 minutes and 45 seconds, and posting on YouTube because I'm a YouTube consumer as well as all the other social medias at one point in my life. I didn't use social media a whole lot, but I listened to a fuck ton of YouTube of like, I can put YouTube on and then go fucking clean some dishes and get some work done. Well, I'm a fucking workaholic and never can sit my ass in a fucking chair because I have ADHD. And so it's like, I move around a lot. I do a lot of things, and people are like, oh my God, he's moving around a lot. He's doing a lot of things. And it's like, yeah, I'm doing a lot of things all the time. I'm reading books and like making myself more intelligent and like, yeah. Like, that's what I want to say to women that I talk to. I'm a fucking nurse. I fucking hear what women say better than women hear because they all talk behind each other's backs. Little snakes. Little snakes. Women like to gossip. Guess what? Nursing station with a bunch of women, it's funny. It's hilarious to me. Of like, I'm the one guy and they're just like, can you believe this? Can you believe this? And it's like, shut the fuck up. That has nothing to do with me. I have no idea why you're talking shit about that person. I thought you guys were friends. And it's like, well, we are. And it's like, okay, then why are you talking shit about them, putting their business out there like that? Shouldn't you be fucking patting your friend on the back saying, good job, brother? Because that's how men do it with their friends. They either call you a fucking pussy to your face or they say, good job, brother. That's the only two languages we speak. And we get called dumb and stupid, and it's like, we're not all dumb and stupid. We just keep our mouth shut. Or we hit you. Because we hit each other. That's the way men speak to things. It's October, Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Please don't hit women. That's terrible. I've been to so many domestic violence calls. It's not funny in reality, but it's funny to make a joke about it because that's what humor is. Fucking losers. See, it's funny. It's funny when you can be mean in a good sense and people see you in person and they understand who you are because you can do stuff like this. And they're like, that dude's a goofball. And I'm like, I'm not a crazy person. I'm a goofball. Like, you can change all kinds of different things about your face, your voice tone. Like, being in person is way better than any fucking form of social media I've ever experienced. Because I'm across fucking multiple platforms and people are like, just fucking confused. And I'm like, you guys are all losers, dude. Like, the fact that you don't pick up on the fucking pattern of like, Instagram's fucking fake, dude. No one looks like that in real life. Look around. Where have you ever been? In Instagram gym. Because they all sit in there and for fucking hours. Why do you think no one else looks like that? Because they're not doing the same thing. Fucking idiots. Who has a fucking Bugatti? No one. They all rent them from the same guy. The one rich guy who has one, they all rent it for a fucking hour for fucking 10 grand. Have you ever met someone who does social media? Well, you have now, bitches. I'm going to start releasing some truths on some of these hoes. Because I don't give a fuck and I don't want a Bugatti. So if someone has a fake Bugatti, listen, I'm gonna tell the facts like it is. I'm gonna tell the truth like it is. See, you can even change fucking camera angles. I can talk at you like this. See how fucking different that is? Imagine if every video you ever saw of me was this. You'd be like, that dude has a fucking ugly side of his head. And then if I did this, you'd be like, that's one handsome bastard. Like, it's all perspective. It's called art. Digital art creation. Content creation. Words have meaning. I gotta talk to fucking people like children sometimes because it's like, holy fuck, you guys are like fucking obsessed with something that you don't know nothing about. Like, open a fucking book. Like, you stare at your fucking phone. How about you type in the search bar content creation for fucking once and look at what fucking content creators talk about. Wonder how I know. Because I wanted to be a content creator and that was the first thing I did. What do content creators do? And then I listened to people who fucking content create talk. If you want to get good at money, listen to people with a lot of money. You want to get good at sports? Listen to pro athletes. Oh my God, there's almost a solution baked into the cake. The best people at doing the thing I want to do are the best people at doing the thing I want to do. Yeah, you fucking idiot. But I'm a man and I only want to look at women who have big, juicy booties. And it's like, okay, do you want a big, juicy booty? It's like, no, I want big biceps. And it's like, why are you looking at big booty juicies then? Why are you doing that? I see you. What are you doing? And then it's like, oh, he's creeping on butts. Which, again, I like butts. So I don't judge him, but just fucking tell the truth, dummy. It's like, that's just this basic fucking fact. It's logical thinking of like, you just follow the fucking pattern. If the pattern breaks, lie. I have $1 million in my bank account. Okay, I don't care. Will you show me your bank account? No, I would never fucking show you my bank account. It's like, okay, well, you're probably lying then. Well, no, it's not. It's just I spent a bunch of money today. Okay, well, there's 2 breaks in the pattern. So, again, our set point in our mind is one thing, and then it's like, every single time they talk, you just, this is painful. And then both eyes start going, and then you go back and forth, and your eyebrows start going, and then you're just like, I'm malfunctioning. And it's like, yeah, when people lie, the first time, it's called a red flag. It's called a red flag. You guys already know what that is. You motherfuckers are dumb. Hold on. Let me explain a pattern to you. A red flag is when your belly doesn't feel so nice. When someone's talking to you and they lie, little guys. So when someone fucking lies to your face and you're like, I think that person's lying, it's almost like you picked up on it. And people say, no, they would never lie to me. You just lied to yourself about them lying. You're a liar too. And it's a chain fucking reaction. They lie to you and you accept it. Guess what? You just lied to yourself, and then you have to go on with their lie. You just accepted it. So why walking in truth, why walking with God is so important is it's a corrective action. There's lots of corrective actions that you can take. You know where I learned corrective action? In the military. We don't call it punishment. We call it corrective action. I don't care how you feel. I want you to do the right thing. Because if you don't do the right thing, someone's gonna get hurt, and it could be you, or it could be someone else. And some people would say that's a threat, and it's like, no, that's a blessing. Because when there's gunfire on the field, and you didn't listen to corrective action, and someone says duck, guess what? You're gone. That's how quick it happens. So when someone says tie your fucking boots, that's what they're getting you ready for. When someone says, hey, you have 2 minutes to get a fucking uniform on, it takes me longer to tie my boots in 2 minutes. It's not about the fucking boots. It's not about the boots. It's about when someone says something who they know better than you or what the fuck is going on, you either choose to listen or bad things happen to you. War, it's the worst thing. But there's wars in everything. All kinds of different things in life. There's wars on drugs. There's wars with drugs. There's wars. Again, words are important because you can string together different things. So if you add war and then you start stringing things together, holy cow, it's almost like you could make a whole video and just yap and then have another set point and then just start yapping. It's like you just link thoughts together like a storyboard. Again, this is intentional. Of you have a thought, war, and then you say, well, what about war? Okay, well, which one did I like? People can get hurt in war when they don't listen. And you just have different streams of thoughts, and you just pick the one you like the best. That's how content creators create content. You don't see that in all the content that I make because it's not long form content. So I'm going to try to make more of these videos because TikTok, everyone just thinks is fucking reality of like Instagram's a photo. So that's definitely not fucking reality. TikTok's not much better because people can't fucking watch 0.08 seconds. So it's literally just another photo most of the time. And then they just watch the videos that they like. So they get Instagram plus basically on TikTok. So the good thing with YouTube was why I use it the most is because you get the most out of it. Of like people can link together full streams of thought and link concepts together in a shorter amount of time, but they're longer videos. So people say, I'm not fucking listening to an hour. And it's like, shut the fuck up. What are you doing for an hour? What are you doing that's so important for an hour that you can't listen to fucking some fucking master at something? And it's like, well, nothing. Okay, well, what did you just do for the past hour? And they're like, fucking scroll to Instagram, look at butts. And so this is, again, these are the thoughts that I just instantly have in my head of like, listen, I like butts, but I'm not looking at them for an hour. Holy shit, dude. Go do something else besides look at butts. Like, go fucking to the gym. Like, work on your own butt, fucking plank looking ass. That's what I tell myself because I don't have much gluteus myself. So I work at the gym at the things that I'm deficient at. That's why I'm good at the gym. Because I self-analyze. Hey, what are the things that I want to get better at? What are the things I look in the mirror and say, I'm not wasting my fucking time on Instagram looking at some girl's butt to make my butt bigger. I'm going to the fucking gym and eating protein. Dumb fucks. I swear to God. See, you can throw jokes in. You can do anything you want in a long form video and like people are going to understand it better because it's closer to being in person. Guess what? Videos are not fucking being in person. Because you don't know how big I am. I could be fucking 5 foot tall. I'm 6'2". So someone's presence in real life is different because you have different perspectives. You have all the things of content creation. Guess what? I see most people like this. So they're like, you're a big meanie. And I say, shut up, stupid little fucking kid. Why do you think I talk to people that way? Because I'm taller than everyone. Everyone is a little kid to me. And you look at me like this, and I say, shut the fuck up, bitch. And you're like, wow, he is big and mean. And it's like, no, I'm just big. I'm not mean. I'm just fucking kidding around with you. So it's like, you think we're peers because we're right here, but this is how you would really fucking see me. Just choked on my own spit. See what you made me do? And then I do that, and they go, oh God, oh, he's so scary. And I'm like, am I scary? And people are like, oh no, you were just kidding around. It's like, yeah, that's why I laughed. Fucking idiot. You can talk louder, or you can talk soft. You can control the messaging in all kinds of ways, intentionally. That's what actors do. That's what singers do. I can't fucking sing. Even people who can't sing can control their voice. You just don't fucking think about it because you're too worried about other dumb shit. Like what fucking order from McDonald's you're gonna get. I hope I get a fucking Happy Meal toy. Dude, you're 47. I have a boat. Okay, little boy. You have more money and you have a boat. Okay, good job. Like, those are the conversations I have with people in my head of like, people are so fucking stupid sometimes of like, the shit they worry about. And I'm like, that's fucking childish behavior. Of like, I have more blocks than you. Like, shut up, fucking loser. That's called having an ego. You're allowed to have a ego. It just can't be the only thing that you have. You should love yourself. You also have to love everyone else too. So you should have an intact ego. You shouldn't fucking put others above you necessarily all the time. But you can be self-sacrificing, just not all the time. You gotta find balance in life. So this is my fucking YouTube video. Hope you enjoyed it. Because if not, I'll beat your ass. I hope you're scared of me because I'm big and fat and slow now. That's what people would say. That dude has a double chin and big and fat and slow. And he talks that way, so he must be slow. And then they see these fucking calves and they say, oh shit, that motherfucker big as fuck. Like, you guys don't fucking know me, dog. You don't know me. Enjoy the videos. I got plenty more coming.